Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome back to the next edition of
Might Not Live.
And just to warn you, we might get a little controversial this evening. We might not, but we might.
I feel like we're always a bit controversial.
Well, I mean, to somebody, we're always
Yeah,
controversial.
that's what I mean. Depending on who
Is there
you
an
are.
ad playing right now?
Yeah, there's always an ad at the beginning. You have ads turned on.
Oh, okay. Wow, cool. Let me say this. We don't pick the ads that play on our YouTube videos. A lot of people get offended, like there was a damn whatchamacallit candy bar ad. Right?
It's always something weird. And
Yeah.
the way we feel about it is let them waste their money.
Yeah, let them waste their money because we know you're not going to buy a whatchamacallit candy bar. That's actually a candy bar.
Right. So those of you who are not new, welcome back. We're so happy to have you. But in the beginning, we used to always introduce ourselves, and now we do the newbies a disservice by assuming everybody knows us and knows, like, who are these people? Why should I care what they're talking about?
Because you know what happens when you assume.
It makes
out of you and me.
Yeah.
So I am Dr. Ken Berry. I'm a family physician. I've been practicing family medicine for over 20 years. I am also now a rancher and a farmer, amateur. I'm not currently giving any advice on that. I'm still learning. And this is my lovely wife, manager, partner, and Valentine for life, Neisha Solace Berry. She is a registered nurse, and she has 2 different YouTube channels.
I have 3 technically. If you want to get technical.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the singing one. Yeah, I didn't put a link, but I've got links to her wellness health YouTube channel down in the show notes, and also her fashion style YouTube down in the show notes.
So I am a registered nurse turned YouTuber turned health coach, and my wellness group is in the comments as well. So that's who we are, and that's why we're on here talking about health and wellness and the proper human.
And I used to be fat and diabetic, and I reversed that with the proper human diet. And Neisha used to have out of control, full blown Hashimoto's with every single symptom in the textbook.
Some that aren't even really in there.
Some
but should be.
On nitrous oxide, turbocharged. And now she's currently in complete symptomatic remission. And we're going to get her labs rechecked coming up shortly.
And we just got them rechecked.
But did we see the results? I don't remember. Yeah, we did.
Antibodies less than 1.
Nice.
TSH normal.
All these chronic conditions that are supposed to be permanent, they just kind of fade to the background when you eat a proper human diet. Where in the world are you watching from? What city, what state, what country? Where are you at in the world right now? Anybody from Ukraine or Russia? That's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want to get too controversial.
Well,
I'm watching that situation closely. I currently have no opinion either way. I'm just watching.
Well, we have an opinion.
I'm observing.
I have an opinion.
I'm afraid to even have an opinion right now. I'm afraid there's so much propaganda coming out for both sides.
Anyways, we're not going to talk about politics.
I was talking about it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Let's answer some questions. We got a couple that Neisha took a screenshot of before we started, and then you're gonna take it from there, right? Okay.
Right. All right. Bobby Scott says, "Hello, Dr. Berry. Me and my wife are doing Ketovore. She will not eat seafood or eggs, and is becoming burned out on meat. She doesn't have a lot of energy. Can she substitute more meat? Help." So you say she will not eat seafood or eggs, so that's limiting herself. Hopefully she is aware that, those are highly nutritional foods.
If the reason she's not eating seafood is because she's afraid it contains a lot of mercury, then tell her to eat the small cold water fish like sardines, anchovies, herring, mackerel. These don't eat a lot of fish. Sardines don't eat any fish. They eat plankton, so they don't have any buildup of mercury. They're also these small fish. There's no profit in farming them, so they're all wild caught. And then if she in any way likes shellfish, like oysters or mussels, she can eat those. They are superfoods. But yeah, substitute more meat. But if she's getting burned out, what do you do?
Tell her that she can, just as long as she's prioritizing meat, she can still have some vegetables here and there to keep her on this way of life sustainably, because the most important thing is to stay consistent. Perfection, nobody's ever going to be perfect. Ever. So if she is having a day where she's like, meat isn't that great, but if she has meat with a side of broccoli cooked in butter with a little bit of cheese on it, that's okay too.
Yep.
So just let her know that she can still have a little variety in there as long as it's keeping her consistent. Because that really is the most important thing.
Thanks for the super chat, Hobby Lobby Scotty Truck 186. Thought I didn't see you, didn't you? Agent 99 says, do I need to be in ketosis in order to lose weight? Yes, unless you're okay with starving yourself for months to lose the weight and then starving yourself for the rest of your life to keep the weight off. If you'd like to not starve yourself and still burn fat, then you need to be in ketosis because that means you're burning fat for fuel.
Justin, what's your take on SHBG? Many say it causes low libido when you only eat meat.
Yeah,
I hear the opposite of that almost every day.
Every single carnivore I've ever talked to does not complain of low libido.
It's the opposite.
We're being controversial this evening, but I don't want to get too graphic. But many people say that activities that used to be retired in their bedroom are now out of retirement. Speaking of which, do you think Tom Brady's going to unretire?
I don't care.
She loves Tom Brady.
No, I don't.
That's her favorite.
I dislike him a lot.
But no. And so sex hormone binding globulin is definitely something you should check if you're having trouble with your libido. But eating all meat and eggs is going to do nothing negative to your libido. Trust.
Yeah. If you are someone whose libido has increased, your testosterone has increased, your bedroom life has gotten really nice,
because that's exercise too.
Drop that in the comments.
Yeah, put that in the comments if you've actually had an increase in libido from meat heavy keto, ketovore, or carnivore. I want to see this.
Katarina, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey Nick Pooper. Blessed day to y'all. I'm on carnivore OMAD and I want to try 48-hour fasting and OMAD.
Mm-hmm.
So I would eat 4,000 calories once every 3 days. Should I worry about the refeeding syndrome?
Not if you're only going to fast for 2 or 3 days. That virtually never happens with shorter fasts like that. Good question.
Very good.
Good question.
Joe says yes, more libido. Amber kicking diabetes ass with keto says keto helped my libido tremendously.
Yep.
Mark says, yep, I'm way more Randy now. I love when people say Randy.
And his middle name is not Randy.
Randy, baby. Yeah.
Are you feeling Randy?
Your accent's horrible.
I'm sorry, I'm a redneck. I can't help it.
Hey, none of your business.
What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking water.
San Pellegrino.
Nothing fancy.
I'm drinking decaf with goat butter. I haven't eaten yet today. I haven't broken my fast, so I'm sipping on my goat butter.
Yeah. For those of you who want to see what Dr. Berry eats in a day, I am going to stalk him tomorrow.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked today because I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
I didn't even
definitely
see
eat.
him all day today, so. But that'll be going up on my channel. Neisha loves it. None of your business. Hello, doctor. My name is Ed. Thanks to you, I've reversed my A1C. Dropped it from 10.4 to 5.7 in 4 months.
Beautiful.
I have 1 to go. I also have a normal cholesterol now, and I need to raise my HDL 3 points to get it to 40.
So you're going to eat more fatty meat, and you're going to lift heavy things, whatever's heavy for you. That's how you're going to get that HDL up 3 more points. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Gail says, which reading is more important, glucose reading or hemoglobin A1C?
It's a good question.
Yeah, good question. So your glucose reading changes from minute to minute, and it can give you useful information, especially after you eat a meal to decide were there too many carbs in that meal. But the best reading for overall, to kind of gauge your overall progress, is the hemoglobin A1C plus a C peptide and a fasting insulin. Those 3 tests are going to give you complete information about your glucose insulin metabolism.
Hey, Rod. Rod says, my wife's been keto 3 weeks. She's having a lot of sweating. Any thoughts?
Some people call this the meat sweats. And when your metabolism cranks it up a notch, which is what commonly happens on keto or carnivore, you might be more sweaty because your body temperature can actually raise anywhere from 0.3 of a degree up to 0.7 of a degree. And so you're gonna feel hotter, and some people sweat more. And that's actually a good thing. That tells you your metabolism is not dead, or if it was, it's coming back from the dead and it's waking up.
Yes, more libido. 2 months and 30 pounds off so far. Way to go, Juan.
Well done, Juan.
Jackie, this is a wonderful question. With price of meat, how can I eat on a fixed income? I'm barely making it as I am. I'm a diabetic.
Yep.
So, Jackie, you can eat any cut of meat, all right? Budget friendly, that means hot dogs, bologna, sardines, potted meat. Try to keep the carb counts low, all right? And also consider fasting. You can also fast.
Which is free.
And eventually, hopefully, you will be able to come off medications by eating this way, which will also save you money. Not have to go to the doctor as many times, which will also save you money.
Fewer copays.
But do not feel like you have to eat the most expensive cuts of meat.
You don't. Absolutely not. You can do this diet properly, eating hot dogs, bologna, liverwurst, bratwurst. It just read the label and make sure that it has less than 1 gram of carbohydrate per serving.
Yeah, we're not saying these are the best, optimal, most nutritious cuts of meat, but when it comes down to it, are you really going to tell Jackie that she just needs to eat the standard American diet?
Right.
Or perfect? No.
Oh, this reminds me. We're married. People, every now and then somebody pops up like, oh my God, I did not know you were married to that one. Yeah, we were married, have been married. We've been together for almost 10 years. And I'm still not tired of your crap.
Well,
how does that work?
Depends on the day, I think, right? You were a little tired of my crap earlier.
No, I still loved you. Still loved you madly, even though you're getting on my nerves.
Anyways, Jackie, do not feel like you have to eat the perfect cuts of meat, grass-fed, grain-finished, no additives. Just try to eat as close to perfect as you can get, all right?
Exactly.
And you're still going to see lots of benefits. All right. Fishy Biz Charters.
Ooh.
Hello, Dr. Berry. You are my new hero, or my only hero.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm the boat captain from Miami. Thank you a million for all your help and dedication. I've lost 70 pounds in 3 months, and it keeps on melting off.
Sexy,
way to go,
sexy.
Cap.
Fishy Biz Charters. Next time we're in Miami.
Captain.
Well done, Captain.
Hey, tired of looking for a name. Welcome back. Still waiting for a reaction video on recent school meals program, Dr. Berry. When are you going to do that?
Oh man, working on that. I've got so many video ideas. My ADD kicks in. I use Evernote. I don't get paid to say that, but that's just what I use because I can have it on my computer and my phone. And literally out in the woods today, which I took quite the fall today. I was telling Neisha about. She was cracking up. But I'll have a video, listening to a book, cleaning brush, and I'll be like, oh my God, that's a great video. I'll get my phone out, I'll put it in Evernote, and then I forget about it for like 3 months. And so about every 3 months, I'll scroll through my Evernote. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I need to make a video about that. But I've got thousands of video ideas in there. But that one is a good one. The language they use is so obfuscating and so opaque that if I showed a screenshot of the actual language used, everybody would be like, well, that doesn't sound that bad. But it's the outcome of what's going to actually happen when the cafeteria lady or gentleman puts the food on the little kid's tray. It's dastardly. And so, yeah, I definitely should make a YouTube video about that. And also I was going to ask you guys, I want to put you guys on the case. I need pictures of hospital meals that were actually served to real patients and school meals, preschool meals, elementary, middle school, high school meals that were actually served to the students. I need pictures of those. You can send them to me on my Facebook page. You can send me a message. You can send me a message on Instagram. Have your kid take a picture, have the patient take a picture and send me that picture because I want to use that in that video to show, because a lot of people think, oh no, school meals are so nutritious. They don't understand that very often it is junk on top of junk with a side of junk that these poor kids are being forced to eat if they can't get mom or dad to pack them a lunch. Thank you for that.
All right. I need to address this. All right. Sustained by his love. Why are people bragging about eating meat filled with chemicals? Well, they're not really bragging about eating meat filled with chemicals. They're bragging about the fact that they have literally come off, if you'll read the comments, come off medications, lost hundreds of pounds, cured their type 2 diabetes, put illnesses in remission,
fatty liver, obesity. They've got their life back without
breaking the bank. This is not an elitist way of eating, and to portray that is rude.
Yeah, and it's untrue. It's unfounded.
Untrue. Neither one of us got to where we're sitting in our health journey by eating grass-fed, grass-finished, Panama massaged, Wagyu, Premier, USDA perfection.
Remember at the old farmhouse, we would get the 10 for 10. It was 10 pounds of ground beef for $10, and they had that sale about every 2 weeks, and we would go and buy it all and break it up into 2-pound sections, wrap it up in plastic, and put it in the freezer. Yeah, we did that for years.
If you would like to brag about how you got to where you are in your health journey by not having to be some rich person who gets to eat this exclusively perfect meat, and you still got your health back, got your weight down, got your life back. When I say life back, like, you can read these comments. They literally weren't able to get up out of their bed. They were knocking on death's door some of the time.
Felt like death on a cracker.
Yes, almost fixing to have surgery, amputation, like the list goes on and on. Yeah, we are not not
elitists. We are two rednecks who are just trying real hard to help people. That's all we're doing here.
Just because, listen, Walmart sells grass-fed beef. Just because it's sold at Walmart, don't make it cheap.
It's true.
Ribeye, regular ribeye.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All beef is grass-fed for at least 60 to 80% of its life. Even the cheapest, yuckiest pink slime beef is grass-fed 60 to 80% of its life. It's only for the last 20% that they put some of the cows in the feedlot and feed them a blend of stuff, the majority of which is still stalks of weeds and parts of plants that humans won't eat. They do get some corn, and that's what marbles the beef, but it's not 100% corn that they're fed in the feedlot. I'm actually working on a video about that right now as well. Even in the feedlot, still 60, 70% of their diet is plant stalks and parts of plants that humans can't eat.
Is it better? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it more sustainable in the long run? Yes. When you get there, buy the best when you can.
The best you can afford. I've got a video.
We will literally never sit here and make someone feel bad because they can't afford the perfect beef because that's unsustainable. Or there are, these pesticides or whatever. Saying that to someone's not helping them.
Yeah, just because you can't afford poor Frankie Tofano's $29 a pound ribeye, that does not make you a bad person, okay? You are still a great person, and you still deserve redemption from your chronic medical conditions. 100%. Frankie blocked me on Twitter. Poor little fella. He's so cute.
Oh, you are getting controversial tonight. Call it. Okay, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Kim's been around a long time. Can my intermittent fasting change from 18 to 24 hours, or should I keep it consistent? Sometimes I'm good on one meal, and other days I need 2 meals.
What you're describing, Kim, is exactly what I do. Some days I won't eat at all. If I'm not hungry, I won't eat. I'll just sip on my coffee. Some days I'll have one ginormous meal a day, and then some days I'll have that meal, and then Beckett and Neisha are eating some really succulent or aromatic meat, and I'll be like, I think I'll have a second meal today. So I think it's probably very mirroring of our ancestors to be inconsistent like that. And most gurus will say, "Oh, you have to be consistent." I think that's
you need to be
stupid.
Consistent in the type of foods,
the real food. Yes.
Being on a real food way of eating.
But I think breaking up your fasting interval, I think that's very ancestrally appropriate. Yeah.
Oh, Terry says you're looking hot, Dr. Berry.
Thank you. Thank you. I took a shower and everything.
Oh, no, he took a bath today. Charles, hey, welcome back. Got a stubborn 5-year-old. Won't eat what I cook, from meat to fish. Will only drink milk and eat quesadillas. Will going without eating damage her? What are your tips? That's a good question.
Charles, when your stubborn 5-year-old gets truly hungry, guess what she'll do? She'll eat any damn thing you put in front of her. But you said she likes quesadillas. Neisha knows this recipe that you can make tortillas or quesadillas. They're basically the same thing. And she doesn't have to know. It's actually a carnivore tortilla, which you could wrap that up and put some cheese on it and call it a quesadilla.
Yeah, Charles. So you can either buy the Egg Life wraps. They're kind of expensive. And I think Maria has a recipe, and Indigo Nolly both.
Maria Emmerich
and Indigo Neely.
How do you spell that?
Nili, I think.
Nili?
She might be on here. Paola can link her channel. They both have recipes to make egg life wraps from scratch, which is much cheaper. But you can use those to make quesadillas. Yeah, just don't tell her.
Yep.
She's not going to know.
And at 5 years old, she doesn't have to be a carnivore. She can have some nuts. She can have some berries. She can have some veg. It's fine. But the majority of her food needs to be meat and eggs. Hopefully she loves eggs.
Chicken nuggets, also another great recipe. Mine
Her
are
chicken nuggets.
super easy to make.
My God.
And get kids in the kitchen and get them to help you cook. They love that.
If Chick-fil-A held their breath and waited for me to ever buy their chicken nuggets again when I have access to Neisha's chicken nuggets, they might as well just turn off the lights and go home, because her chicken nuggets are as good, if not better, than Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
No, I'm not joking.
Paola, thank you. She has linked Indigo Neely, or she spelled her name. You can find her really easy. She also, if y'all are into carnivore breads, she's got like 100 videos on carnivore breads.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, Tia, is cat? Whoop, it went away. Come back. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'll
let
try
me
to
find
find her.
something.
It's doing that thing where it just likes to jump. Superstar status. Does carnivore increase testosterone?
Hundreds and hundreds of people have reached out to me about a meat-heavy ketovore or carnivore, and said, I was going to do TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, but once I did 3 months of your diet, my testosterone came up anywhere from 50 to 400 points. That's the range of people just like you, who have converted to meat-heavy keto or ketovore or carnivore, and then did that for 3 months and then went and had their testosterone rechecked. If you'd like to raise your testosterone from 50 to 400 points, gentlemen, eat meat and eggs and lift heavy things. And perhaps you won't have to waste your money on testosterone replacement. But some few people still, even though they're eating a proper human diet, they, for whatever reason, still need some testosterone replacement. And I think that's fine if you do need that. Joe wants to know when you're going to come out with your cookbook, Neisha Solace-Berry.
Well, I kind of have one with Kim Howerton. We did a combo one, but hopefully within the next year. I don't know.
It's an ebook?
I'm pregnant, so we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, Neisha's knocked up, by the way, and it is mine. So there's that. I just wanted to put that out there as well.
You're just going to be as...
I'm feisty tonight.
I guess that's not the word I was going to say. But hey, Rena wants to know, Neisha, I'm currently 6 weeks pregnant and I'm having terrible nausea. What do you recommend for that?
Please.
Also, what prenatals do you take? I've been taking desiccated liver for the past few months. So for nausea, I'm so sorry. First of all, it's awful.
It sucks.
B6, talk to your provider and they will tell you, usually they'll tell you 100 milligrams per day, 25, 25, 25, and 25 will help with the nausea. For some women, that takes care of it. And for some women, it's something you're going to have to endure. Hopefully the B6 helps. As for prenatals, just get the cleanest one you can find. There are several really good ones now on the market, and the liver is absolutely a great thing to be supplementing, but just don't stress out about, in the first trimester, try to survive and stay as protein heavy as you can. Integrate protein shakes. Make yourself a milkshake with protein shakes. I used the Premier chocolate. It tastes like a Frosty. So you're getting that protein and essential nutrients.
Yep.
Maybe not as perfect as a ribeye, but still better than if you were going to, the Dairy Queen.
Keto Chow has shakes and soups that you can make with the fat of your choice. And so you can sip on those until the nausea and the meat aversions, if you're having those, but until the nausea just goes away, then you can go back to eating a proper human diet.
But really talk to your provider about the B6. That's the number one thing that seems to help you at least be able to survive.
And I'll tell you, I took care of pregnant women off and on for 20 years. And for some women, ginger root, not like a capsule, but the real thing, it didn't help Neisha at all. That's why she just rolled her eyes. But some women, that's like magic, just like the B6. Like, man, if I've got ginger root, I'll slice off a little and put it under my tongue. And it's
really had women say that helped that much.
I'd say probably 20 to 30% of women swore by the ginger, and then 70, 80% said that's dumb. It didn't help me at all. But just another natural thing you can try.
Give it a try. It's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
Terry, are there certain conditions that would prevent one from losing weight? I have a thyroid issue. I take levothyroxine. I've been triple BE for months. I have over 100 pounds to lose. and I'm not losing anything. I go back and forth on 4 pounds.
Yep. Terry, first thing I would advise for anybody in Terry's shoes is to take your measurements with a tailor's tape, just like you're going to get measured for a suit of clothes or for a dress, because many times you won't lose weight on the scale for months, but you're losing inches every day. So take your measurements, number one, and number two, 100%. There are a long list of medical conditions and a long list of prescription medications that will slow down your fat loss, because that's really what you're trying to lose, Terry, is fat. They will slow it down to a glacial pace. That means very, very, very slow. I've got videos about this, about the medications and the conditions that can slow down your weight loss, and a video called The 13 Reasons Why You Might Stall. And you need to watch all those videos, Terry, and go see your doctor and say, hey, I need you to check the following things. Go.
But also, there's more. But wait, there's more. You said you have a thyroid issue, but you weren't very specific. So I wonder if you're not sure what your thyroid issue.
She's on Levo.
She is on Levo. So if you are hypo, or you have hypo with Hashimoto's, then you may need your dosage to be changed. It seems like if your thyroid is not 100%. In full functioning order, you will not lose weight.
If you're taking levothyroxine and you still have lots of low thyroid symptoms, it's very, very common for your doctor to be underdosing you, not giving you enough thyroid replacement hormone.
Some people also need a T3, or to completely switch to a desiccated thyroid, which is Armor or Nature or IRFA in Canada.
IRFA in Canada, WP and NP,
right.
Or other
there are
brand
several.
names.
You can just ask your provider about desiccated thyroid, and sometimes that also will get the ball rolling. But it seems like you may not have your dosing.
Yep.
Right.
Nighthawk 99 says how to get rid of bloating in the stomach due to bad yeast in the body. Nighthawk, you're going to starve that dastardly yeast to death by not feeding it any carbohydrates. Yeast love sugar. Yeast must have sugar in your gut in order to thrive and multiply. So 90 days of carnivore will get rid of any yeast overgrowth that you have anywhere in your gastrointestinal system. That's not conjecture. That's black and white. If you don't feed the yeast glucose, they will die or move out. And then your bloating goes away.
For those of you, I've seen this 100 times already. Okay. I promise you, me and Beckett Berry will be making iced tea this week on my channel.
Yeah, that'd be a cool video. Yes.
So those of you who are waiting for my sweet tea recipe, me and Beckett, because he likes to help me make it.
He's such a little cook now. We bought him this little thing off Amazon, so he can
toddler tower.
A toddler tower, so he can get up there and he's right on Neisha's level. They're about the same height when he's standing on his tower, and he can help. And he freaking loves it. Thanks for the super chat, Kelly.
Danny, relationship between glycogen, ketosis, and exercise performance. I've seen many people say performance decreases. I don't think they're lying. Is this only true for a short time, and then does it normalize?
Yeah. It's short term, Danny. Most of the research, and then also Professor Tim Noakes, who is one of the preeminent exercise gurus in the world, says that it takes some high performance athletes. Now, if you're just like me and you go out in the woods and walk up and down hollers and hills, this is not going to affect your performance. But if you're an elite level athlete, switching to a ketogenic way of eating for a few weeks, even a month or two, might affect your performance. If you're like a collegiate level athlete or higher, if you're a weekend warrior, no, shut up. This is not affecting your performance at all. Okay. But if you're a competitive level athlete, it might take you a few weeks. So you don't want to wait till the semifinals to convert to keto. You want that to be during your off season so that your body can become keto adapted. And then you're burning fat for fuel and you can go forever.
Francis, thank you so much. That was a awesome super chat. Thank you, Francis.
Thank you very much, Francis.
I love seeing all these people in the comments saying how they have cured their illnesses, lost tons of weight, and didn't have to spend a ton of money. Thank you for sharing your stories. Love seeing that. Let's see. We're a little behind here. Sorry. Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Simon. Thank you, Simon. Hey, LaShawn. You're welcome.
So many questions. I
I
freaking
know.
love it. Martha
All right,
says Alzheimer's in a proper human diet, 100%. I've got a video about Alzheimer's, and then also our good friend Amy Berger wrote the Alzheimer's Antidote.
Very good book.
And Dr. Mary Newport wrote a book about her husband's experience with Alzheimer's and how high fat helped his symptoms.
Paula, can you take care of the weirdo in the comments for me? MV says, hey, y'all, sardines. Do we need to worry about arsenic?
No, very, very low levels. Wild Planet is a great quality seafood brand. We're not affiliated with them. We get $0 for recommending them, but they have a name that they're very proud of, Wild Planet, and they have wild caught sardines. And every so many months, they'll send their sardines off for analysis, and they, I think, actually post the results on their website. They're very serious about high quality seafood. And again, let me say, I don't get paid a penny to say that. I just enjoy eating their sardines.
Warbuck, Doctor and Nurse B, OMAD, triple BE, and some cheese for the last 10 months. Sometimes my fasting blood glucose is 110 and sometimes it's 74. Ketones up and down. Shouldn't my fasting blood glucose be stable and low? I'm frustrated.
No, your fasting blood sugar is going to change from minute to minute. I'm working on a YouTube video about all the normal, natural things that can raise your blood sugar. And if you're eating keto, ketovore, carnivore, and you look in the morning, you got a blood sugar of 101, you're like, what the hell? I'm keto. That shouldn't be happening. It's okay. It's normal. That's why you're going to get a hemoglobin A1C checked every 3 months or every 6 months. That's going to be your reassurance that you're not glycating your organs with that occasional high blood sugar that you see. It's not dangerous. It's not bad. It's normal in many situations and with several conditions for your blood sugar to go up to a level that you're like freaking out about. It's nothing to worry about. Just get your A1C checked. It's going to be splendiferous. Then you'll know. Oh, okay, it's fine. Good question.
Bonnie, thank you so much.
Bonnie, I like that name.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Marnie Mac. Welcome back, Marnie Mac.
Every now and then in our videos, we put Easter eggs in here with just a little something we say or facial expression or something
don't put
sitting in the background. You never know where there's going to be an Easter egg.
Speaking of something sitting in the background, let me get Sherry and then we'll go on here.
Okay. Hey, Sherry.
Sherry, welcome back. She is a patron. Shout out to all of our patrons, by the way, in the comments and our moderators too. We love you guys. True VIPs. Triple BE 7 months. Skin looks amazing.
Triple BE stands for beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Skin looks amazing, but I love Botox. Same, sister.
Yeah.
My doctor suggests Retin-a for anti-aging. What are your thoughts on if sunscreen would be needed with Retin-a? Thank you.
While you're using the Retin-a topically, yes.
Also hats. Okay.
Or just a big, sexy Audrey Hepburn hat. Okay. Either way, but if you're going to get direct sunlight while you have Retin-a, you need sunscreen for that specific thing. Try to get a zinc oxide only. Don't get any of the crap chemicals. Neisha wants to tell you about her new favorite salt.
Well.
So, but Botox, I don't think is bad. A lot of men and women, as they get older, they get a little. Neisha and I have both had it. I haven't had any in.
We haven't had any in
over
years.
2 years. You can see my 11s.
I mean, obviously.
And then show them your crow's feet. They drive her crazy, but
when I smile, like seriously, I have no eyeballs. You can't see my eyeballs.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love Botox.
This is my favorite salt. Redmond's lemon pepper. Okay, I put this on every freaking thing I cook. I love this, but this is pretty good.
Y'all, it smells so good. So this is Redmond's. Some of y'all know already. This is one of their smoked salt. They have three different ones.
It's really
This is the chef's blend. I like all of them, but it smells just like a campfire, and I love it.
It's really good. I agree, but this is my favorite.
If they could make this into a cologne, I would wear it.
People think they just make salt, but they've got like 20 or 30 different flavors of salt with super clean ingredients.
Yeah. Also electrolytes.
That's why we love
discount code Neisha.
Yeah.
Also,
and we do have an affiliation with them.
We do.
So full disclosure.
But full disclosure, we bought Redmond's with our own money for years before we were
100%.
working with them.
And we continue. If they fired our ass tomorrow, we would keep buying Redmond's because it's the best salt out there.
We support people who are worth it crap. And that's
100%.
a very limited list, as most of you know. But those of you who have had the smoked salt, you know.
I want to know, are you a patron on patreon.com? If you're my patron, Do you still have patrons, or did you?
No, I have
migrate?
Mighty Network.
Put patron in the comments. I want to see how many patrons are watching. And then if any of you guys are like, wait, what's a patron? It's a private protected community where you can actually have additional live Q&As with me and Neisha, 3 extra a week. And we're about to add a 4th. So
Whoa, look how many patrons in the comments.
Instead of 3,000 people watching, there's going to be 100 or 150, maybe 200 watching. So we can answer way more questions and answer in way more detail. So if you've got questions and we don't get to your question, that's how you can rest assured. You can even send me direct messages and
Some
say,
of these
okay,
people have been with us for
years and years. And I promise you, I try to give more than full value on patreon.com. There's a link down in the show notes. If you get your question answered tonight, then great. We'll see you next Monday night. But if you'd like to have another live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. or Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. or Wednesday at 6 p.m., we already got those set up for our patrons.
And if you like me, my feistiness, some people don't, you know.
Somebody called her an F&B today on her
But
YouTube
you know,
video.
some people like whiskey, so.
They're like, you're hateful. You're a B. You're an F&B.
You can find my Mighty Networks link in the description below. I will be putting on a webinar in my group in the next few weeks talking about elimination diet, how to do it, why you should do it, and how this can lead you to knowing exactly what you can and cannot
100%.
eat, because it's a lot of noise in the space. I just did a video about it. # controversial video on my channel. Neisha loves it.
Yeah. Great video.
Because it's like, I get asked all the time, should I eat dairy or not? Or should I have caffeine or not? Should I this? And the truth of it is I cannot tell you yes or no, but I can show you how to find out if it is a yes or no. And so that's what we do in my group. So if you're interested in that, come hang out with me.
Cat Neisha is sweet, but she can also be salty and feisty and ornery and mouthy. And now, if any of you think that's an insult, it's not. That's a compliment. Nothing like a mouthy, good-looking woman in my book.
in my group.
You know that song, I like my women a little on the trashy side? Well, I like my women intelligent and a little on the mouthy side. Don't I?
Apparently, right? Apparently. Crenindros? Been eating Ketovore since January 1. Down 60 pounds. Boom. Doing 16-8 fasting with a 5-2 fasting, but want to push it longer. How often would you recommend for longer fasts to get the best results?
First thing I would do is bump your 16-8, which means he fasts for 16 hours a day and has an 8-hour feasting window. I'd bump that to 18-6. That's going to be pretty much effortless, and that's going to give you more results. And then he eats for 5 days, and then he does a 2-day fast. I think that's probably fine. I don't know how many times a month you do that, or you do that every week. What you might want to do is once a month, make one of those 2-day fasts a 3-day fast, and bumping up to 18-6 that's gonna turbocharge your results 100%. Yeah, Doreen, Neisha don't take no S off any B's, that's for sure.
Mr. Florida or Mr. FL, I don't know. It might not mean Florida.
FL.
Hey, Doc, I recently found your channel and have been doing keto following your videos. I've lost 30 pounds with many more to go. I can't thank you enough for all your YouTube videos.
Thank you for the super chat. What if he's a UT fan? You just called him Mr. Florida.
Oh,
that
I know.
hurt his feelings.
He's offended big time.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm
FL.
sorry. I apologize. Raharam. Greetings from India.
Hello. Raharam.
I've been on carnivore with good health results. Only issue is I have solar urticaria. Initially, I thought it was keto rash, but I was diagnosed as solar urticaria. Do you have any suggestions
for a cure? So what this means is he has itchy rash when he gets out in the sun too much. This is probably something that as you continue the carnivore way of eating, you're going to notice that this gets less and less prominent. And I would predict within the next 3 to 12 months, this is going to be something that you're like, remember when my skin used to itch when I got in the sun? That doesn't happen anymore. That's what I would predict for you over the next 3 to 12 months. This is it can be a bit of a booger. And many people, it's so bad they never go in the sunlight. But I predict as you replace the inappropriate omega-6 fatty acids that your skin cells are currently made of with the good healthy fats that are found in animal fats, you're going to notice that your skin just doesn't react like that to the sun anymore. Keep me up to date on that. I'm interested to find out how that goes.
Tracy E. My doctor put me on hydrochlorothiazide for high blood pressure. It made me dizzy and nauseous. Now she wants me to switch to lisinopril. My blood pressure is 194 over 101, 176 over, very high.
Yep.
Is this a good idea?
Yep. It is. The HCTZ was a terrible idea. I've got actually have a YouTube video about the blood pressure medications I recommend that you can check out. But yeah, anything that ends in pril, P-R-I-L, or sartan, S-A-R-T-A-N, that's an ACE inhibitor or an ARB. Those are the safest blood pressure medications that won't lower your testosterone, that won't raise your blood sugar, and that won't cause a huge list of pretty much guaranteed side effects like most of the other blood pressure medications will. Yeah, that's a good idea. Switch to that one and start at a low dose and slowly titrate up until you get better blood pressure. And also don't forget, eat a proper human diet, because that's going to lower your blood pressure 5 to 30 points, depending.
Mr. Ribeye Durango.
Nice name.
Patrons John and Ashley here.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Any recommendations on a good, reliable home A1C test?
Yeah, my last A1C video, I actually have a link to a really good, reliable A1C meter that is made in the USA, and it comes with 4 tests. So if you check every 3 months, it's actually a year's worth of tests.
Which is what you should do.
Yep, and your patrons. So I'll repost that link on Patreon for you guys when we get done with this live. But it's the best one that I've seen. It's super easy to use. They actually sent me one, and I've used it several times. Super easy, very accurate. Highly recommend it. But if you go back to my last A1C video on YouTube, the link is in the show notes.
All right, let's see. Dave Wolf wants to know, have you ever found someone who can't get into ketosis? I did keto for 2 weeks, less than 15 grams of carbs a day, and I gained weight. 2 weeks, David.
Yeah, 2 weeks, Dave. Come on.
Dave.
You've probably been metabolically sick for decades. I was. And it took more than 2 weeks for my body to heal from that. You gotta keep going. You got to give the proper human diet at least 90 days before you really should expect miraculous results.
And also, you said 15 grams of carbs, but you didn't say total or net. So hopefully you're doing total. If you were doing net, then definitely change to total.
Yep. 15 net carbs a day could translate to 100 total grams of carbs a day. Count total carbs, guys. Don't be fooled.
Kendra, my daughter's entering her 3rd trimester.
Congrats.
She is a type 2 diabetic. Her counseling is a baby needs carbs. Go ahead and eat mac and cheese. No emphasis on protein, and she is on.
Oh my God, Kendra.
She's on insulin.
She's on insulin right now. So what we don't want is for her to have a hypoglycemic episode while she's pregnant. She's stuck at this point. She needs to go ahead and have this baby, and then you need to go to her and say, honey, I love you, and you're about to have some keto in your life. You're about to eat a proper human diet, because as a type 2 diabetic on insulin, she'll be off the insulin in a few weeks, and she'll have reversed her type 2 diabetes within a few months, but not now, not in her 3rd trimester. Just keep doing what she's doing until she has this baby.
Also, I hope they counseled her on what's going to happen once baby gets here, because they will be taking baby to the nursery and checking
To the ICU,
baby's
most likely.
Blood sugar, because the baby, since she is on insulin especially, is high risk for a hypoglycemic event.
Yep.
So I hope that they are talking to her about this, and if not, she needs to do some research on what could happen.
I hope she's seeing a
baby will be fine.
She's seeing a fetal maternal specialist. She needs that, maybe even an endocrinologist, because when the baby comes, the baby's used to getting all that extra glucose from her diet, and the baby's having to make his or her own insulin.
So anyways, I was saying.
Yeah. But after she has this baby, it's time to keto, but it's too late to do it. You don't want to do it. It's too much danger in the 3rd trimester if she's already on insulin. But next baby, she'll be prepared.
Kim, loving the goat butter on salmon and shrimp. Everyone try it at least once.
Goat butter
Kim has been raving about the goat butter.
I actually looked it up on the internet. It's Myers, Meyers. I don't get any money for talking about them, but we never see goat butter in the store. And I went to their website and I'm like, holy crap, they have goat butter. And I bought 4 pounds. This is the last pound. It's almost gone. Oh, 4 8-ounce bars. Yeah, so 2 pounds.
It was delicious.
Oh, so good.
Well, not to me. I don't like it.
I love it. But me, bring me the goat butter.
Vicky said, I just tried goat cheese and nearly puked. Now, goat cheese is much more potent
much more
in
goaty.
the goatness than the butter is. And also, it depends on the goat cheese. Some goat cheese is super goaty, and some is very mild. And so, yeah.
Sheep's cheese is also divine.
Is the Meyer spelled M-Y or M-E-Y?
M-E-Y-E-R''S. And I don't get paid a penny for that. And I wish there were more sources of goat butter. And if any of you guys know a source of sheep's butter, please tell me, because I want sheep's butter really, really bad.
Hey, Dave wants to know, I've been on the carnivore diet for a week and lost 10 pounds. So far. That's probably mostly inflammation. What is your thoughts on MSG as a seasoning? Yeah, I would avoid MSG as much as I can. Some people really react badly to it, migraines and lots of things. Some people seemingly don't really react to it. But why would you want to add that? Just use salt and pepper and all the seasonings that Redmond's make. I don't think any of their stuff has MSG in it. Does that have MSG? No, they have real ingredients. You can get seasoning that's not just basically MSG. Bonnie, alpha lipoic acid worth a flip or just carnivore on? You're
going to get everything you need to have the ideal level of alpha lipoic acid in your serum by eating a carnivore diet. You do not need to waste your money on an alpha lipoic supplement. Good question, Bonnie.
No grains are heart healthy, Holly says. Holly's right.
There is no such thing as a heart healthy grain. That is a marketing, advertising bullshit. That's what that is. And that's my one expletive for the night.
Oh, Helen wants to say hi to Granny Berry. Hi to Granny Berry.
Granny Berry is watching tonight. So she is my 91-year-old paternal grandmother. She is beautiful and she's feisty like Neisha. I think that's why I like Neisha so much. But she's watching from my parents' house in Alabama. Say hi to Granny Berry. She loves it when you guys do that. And say where you're saying hi from.
Nicholas and Chrissy, newly pregnant. So I think this may be Chrissy. Eating very clean keto since
probably
before conception. Good job. I heard I need iodine. What can I eat? So you can eat any kind of seafood has iodine, and it's perfectly fine to eat seafood. Or you can supplement Lugol's iodine 2%, 2 drops in whatever beverage you see fit.
Yep. I actually have a YouTube video about iodine-rich foods, Chrissy.
If you watch my latest What I Eat in a Day pregnant video, there's a link to the Lugol's that I use. But I also crave seafood while I'm pregnant. This is my second pregnancy. Both times I'm just like oysters and sashimi every chance that I can get it.
Our favorite restaurant in Nashville right now is beep. Neisha said she would kick me somewhere if I said the name because she doesn't want it to be crowded. But last time we were there, she ate 3 dozen. What were they? Bell Point? What kind were they? Oysters? Mere Point? Something like
Mere
that.
Point.
I think they're Mere Point. She ate 3 dozen oysters. So, yeah.
All by myself.
Eat
and then
seafood.
I ate some steak.
Watch my iodine-rich food video on YouTube.
MMMD by mine. Thank you. Reverse type 2 diabetes, A1C 5.4, and I've lost 50 pounds. Good job.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this right here. That's the reason. That's why. Doctors say, oh, well, no, type 2 diabetes, that's for life. Just more and more meds. And Dr. Berry and Neisha over here like, no.
No, they weren't Blue Point.
Not Blue Point, no.
No.
We don't love Blue Point.
I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite.
Not my favorite.
These were much more, they're smaller and
deep
more briny.
She's an oyster aficionado. Yeah, she's a connoisseur. She knows
I like Soleil, something Soleil.
What's that one?
Shigoku.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's like heaven on a half shell.
Yeah. Jill says, what does it mean if lettuce and raw bell peppers go straight through me and not in a pleasant way?
That means that your body doesn't need them. You're not digesting them.
And you may like them. I understand.
They don't like you.
If you decide to have them, you need to be near a toilet.
Yeah. Or just don't eat them.
Or stay away from them. But I understand some people are like, I just love them. Well, if you want to eat them, then you need to be.
So once a month, go sit on the potty and eat your lettuce and don't eat it. That's your body literally giving you the grossest feedback known to man.
Teresa wants to know, I raise ducks, chickens, and geese. What eggs are better? They're all great.
Yes,
if you're raising
congratulations.
them, good for you.
And quail eggs are divine. All eggs are great. I think duck eggs probably taste a little better than chicken eggs. But when it comes to nutrition, you know which one wins? Ounce for ounce. Quail eggs. Quail eggs kick every other egg's ass when it comes to just nutrition, ounce per ounce. But of course, it takes 4 or 5 quail eggs to equal 1 chicken egg.
They're so cute.
Or as Dr. Westman says, hen eggs.
We love you, Dr. Westman.
We love you.
Let's see here. Symptoms, Marcia says, symptoms reverse psoriasis, fibromyalgia, Raynaud's, and prediabetes, metabolic syndrome. Thanks to you both. Congratulations.
You guys, these people, they're real
amazing.
people just like you. They're not making this up. They're literally living their life in their abode with their partner, with their pet, going, I'm sick and damn tired of having this full list of medical conditions. I'm sick and damn tired of having to take this sack full of medicine. I'm going to try Ketovore or Carnivore for 90 days or keto, meat heavy keto. I'm going to try that for 90 days. Just see what happens. If you haven't tried this yet, just do it for 90 days. Trust. Just do it for 90 days. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Solo. Hey, Dr. B and wife. My name is Neisha.
This is Neisha, my wife.
Just being funny. You can call me wife.
My baby mama.
Carney and 16-8 fasts here, 7 days a week. And wife is going crazy about my cholesterol. I'm type 2 and eat lots of fat in my diet. I hit a 38-pound weight loss stall. Chance of too much fat in my diet? Question mark.
Maybe, but probably not. The way to find out is to do 30 days of high protein, moderate fat. Try that for 30 days. You're not going to enjoy it as much, but if you're stalled, I think that's a rational thing to try. Yeah.
Debbie says, why are people saying keto ruined their thyroid? Well, Debbie, let me.
Yeah, you take
So I have had thyroid issues. I currently still have a Hashimoto's diagnosis. In my research, when talking or seeing these people, most of the time, it's not necessarily that keto ruined their thyroid. It's that they were not doing things properly. They were calorie restricting. They were not eating enough protein. They were fasting when they shouldn't have been fasting. Those type of things. And yeah, that under eating is never good for your thyroid. Never. You should never do that time.
I agree.
If you don't feel good, you're not doing it right.
Yep. Even if you're trying to lose weight, you should still not undereat.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, but for those who did it properly, ate plenty of protein, plenty of quality fat, and kept their carbs low, but not necessarily their calories super restricted, did extremely well and even reversed their thyroid issues.
Yep. Walt says, how will carnivore help basal cell carcinoma? So, Walt, if you've already been diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma, you need to have that excised, removed. Okay. Carnivore is not going to cure that. But the good news is that basal cell carcinoma is almost never spreads. It never metastasizes. Your doctor can do a little surgical procedure. I did this for 20 years in the clinic, or you can go to a dermatologist and they can do it, but it's a quick and easy fix. But what you can do is prevent future basal cell carcinomas from popping up by eating a proper human diet.
Dean, I didn't say calorie restriction Dr. Fung is a fasting king, okay?
Yeah.
And by definition, fasting is calorie restriction because you're not eating anything. And also, I'm specifically talking to people with thyroid issues and thyroid issues that are not under control.
Yep.
I can actually fast, and I do quite well fasting when I want to, but I'm in remission. I don't have a ton of symptoms. I'm fat adapted very, very well. So you have to know these type of things. Like you can't just go willy-nilly and start going crazy and overeating and undereating and fasting and like your body, it's crazy.
Yep.
Right?
Boink 800 says cancer loves sugar. And I actually have a YouTube video about that. When we're looking for cancer in the human body, we do a PET scan, positron emission tomography. And we actually use radioactive sugar because the cancer loves sugar so much it takes up all the sugar, so then we can see the cancer on the PET scan. We don't use radioactive fat or radioactive protein because the cancer cells don't suck that up. They suck up the sugar. That's why we use sugar in PET scans to search for cancer. Do you get it? Think about that.
Jill says, thank you. Once a month, I have my keto taco salad on the toilet.
There you go. That's it.
Toilet tacos for everyone.
Yes.
I love a good salad and bell peppers, but they
understand.
sadness. I mean, if you are prepared to deal with the side effects, then that's totally fine. It's your decision.
Yep.
Just know your body, you know?
Am I the only one that has a mental image of this lady sitting on her toilet now,
I love
eating her taco salad?
Good on you, sis.
I mean,
good on you, sis.
Yeah.
So are you saying don't fast with hypo? I'm saying do not fast if you do not have things under control. You're just starting out. You can't just start doing these things if you're still sick. You're very sick. You're not fat adapted, and you don't have things under control. There will be a certain point where a lot of people can fast. Not everyone, and it's not completely necessary for every single person to fast. There are those who love it and benefit from it, and there's those who it's just not necessary. They don't need to do that.
You need to do a video about this. TP says, how do you all do the keto during travel? Tips, please. So what I usually do on the air travel day is I fast, because there's very little in airports, or definitely 0% on the airplane that's good quality food that's low in carbohydrate. So I just fast until I get to where I'm going, and then we go have a steak. For Beckett, we'll pack a Ziploc bag full of boiled eggs, bacon,
I don't
sausage
do boiled
links.
eggs. Here's why. They smell bad on the
smell
plane,
like butthole
okay?
when you open the bag.
Nuts and cheese and bacon. That's what he gets. And then carnivore crisp. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to cook, I'll just take a bag of crisp, and he enjoys those just as well too.
There's hundreds of things that you can put in a Ziploc bag that are keto. You can put your broccoli in a Ziploc bag. Broccoli and boiled eggs together in a Ziploc bag.
Don't do that to the.
You open that and you're like, oh, excuse me.
No one's gonna want to say. You want some leg room? Bring the boiled eggs and cook broccoli on a plane.
Or you could take your cans of sardines.
Absolutely.
If you want to have the whole aisle to yourself,
the whole plane to yourself.
Yeah, just bring your sardines and open them up. They're portable.
Also, you can totally. We try not to eat at airports because it's overpriced and horrible food most of the time. But you usually can find a burger.
Typically, and I'll get double burgers, and I'll just eat the meat.
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger, no bun. Those type of things are pretty easy to find in the airport.
Traditional girl, I think Ezekiel bread made of sprouted grains is less bad than bread made of unsprouted grains. But just because something's less bad does not make it good. It's still super high in carbs. But I ate Ezekiel bread for years when I was on the paleo diet, because sprouted grain is less inflammatory, but it's still just as high in carbs. So
this baby is kicking me. She kicks all the time. Y'all, at 18 weeks, you could see her kick on the outside.
At 18 weeks, she's a little
feisty
superhero. So
also, we had our anatomy scan. For those of you who are keeping up with the pregnancy, she is perfect.
It is a girl.
Right on time. She's measuring perfectly. Her head and her spine, her kidneys, and all the things. Her heart was just perfect. We got to see the valves, and they were just
She looks
doing
amazing.
Their thing. Yeah,
you guys got any ideas for baby girl names? What's your favorite baby girl name?
All American Lifestyle. Thank you both. I've been keto, borderline carnivore for the past few weeks. I picked up one of the A1C testers, and I'm currently at 4.9. Excellent. How do you feel about using taco seasoning for burger on occasion? You can make your own taco seasoning super easily, so you know that it's clean. Taco seasoning is bomb. If you're on my channel, I eat it all the time. I put taco seasoning on ground beef constantly.
Genevieve Rose.
Somebody said,
Mud,
I
Fred.
thought that you were naming her
Blueberry. Somebody said strawberry. That's not funny. It's a little funny.
It's not as funny as
Constance.
Dingleberry.
Ooh, that'd be terrible. Willetta. That's a nice German name.
I watched your Keratosis Polaris video, and oh my gosh, I realized my 24-year-old daughter suffers from this. She has acne and toenail fungus and won't wear sandals in the summer.
She's got to wear sandals. She's got to get sun on all of her skin, especially those toenails. I've got a video about toenail fungus that might help her bring her around to eating this way. But Keratosis Polaris, up to 80% of kids, guys, 80% of kids have Keratosis Polaris. If you don't know what that is, watch my latest YouTube video about it. Up to 40% of adults have it. It's usually right here, and it's like little hard things in your pores. Kids can even have it on their face, and it's really terrible. That's the picture I put in the YouTube thumbnail. But it's all about hyperinsulinemia. I put all the research links in the show notes. When you fix the hyperinsulinemia, within 3 months, the Keratosis Polaris is gone in 99% of kids. So, and also the American Academy of Dermatology, all they want to talk about is this new laser I've got that will make it's not going to cure it. It's just going to make it less pronounced, but it's still there. So is the hyperinsulinemia. So fix your diet, fix your insulin, fix the Keratosis Polaris.
Bonnie says, daughter asks why high-intense interval workouts cause her abdominal bloating, and should she just walk instead? She's 18 and in good health.
That's very odd. I wonder.
Is she using something prior to her workout?
Maybe a pre-workout thing, or some people, it's very rare, but some people actually unconsciously swallow air while they're working out really, really hard, and it may not be bloating. It may just be a big burp. Some people do that.
Or if she's eating before
or
doing a
water.
Protein shake or anything like that. See if she can fast before her HIIT workouts and see if that changes anything.
Yeah, it's definitely not from the workout. That's not going to make you bloat. Peg Jove. So lots of manufacturers who want to make keto products, they'll say only 2 grams of net carbs per serving. And that's so that they can hide oat fiber and chicory fiber and even wheat fiber. And these fibers are not fiber the way you think about fiber. You think fiber is 0 carb. It's going to pass right through. But these fibers break down into carbohydrates. But legally, they're able to call them fiber and then not count them in the total carb count. So anytime you're eating a product that comes in a plastic wrap or a cardboard box, do not fall for the net carb bullcrap. Count total carbs. And that way, so many people are like, I tried keto. It didn't work for me. And that's because they're eating all the keto bars and shakes and pies and cookies and counting net carbs. And they're probably eating 150 grams of total carbs a day. They weren't doing keto right.
Keep it clean. Keep it simple. Keep the carbs under 20 total.
Yep.
Don't overcomplicate
Keto, the definition of keto is meat and veg. That's in that order: meat and veg, eggs and veg.
And
that's
fatty meat and veg.
Fatty meat and veg. That's keto. Keto is not a bar or a shake or keto bread. Do not get me started on keto bread, or this will get real damn controversial. Yeah, if you make keto bread at home with good ingredients, so be it. But if you're buying something from the grocery that says keto bread, it just makes me want to tell them they're number one in the unacceptable way.
Number 1. Thank you, Angie. We went over, but let's answer one more.
One more for the road.
I saw one about
Bianca Dolly Berry. Ask McCabe, where did you get that? Bianca Dolly Berry.
Miguel, is there any healthy alcohol? Healthy being the key word here. So there are types of alcohol that are less
bad,
inflammatory, less carb heavy,
less hard on your liver.
But there's not any healthy alcohol. But a lot of people like the seltzers. Topo Chico now has one. Of course, I'm pregnant, can't try it yet. But those of you who have messaged me, I hear you. There's 0 carb seltzers, vodka tonics without the sugar. You can get sugar-free tonic
or vodka soda,
club soda with lime. Also, electrolyte powder. Okay, guys.
Yeah,
do not underutilize the electrolyte powders. There is listen. He don't even drink. Redmond's has a pina colada mix that you can make a legit pina colada with if you just use sugar-free coconut milk and some rum. Ultima has an appletini. Y'all, don't sleep on the appletini or the peach. I think peach Bellini, and they have a coconut too. I'm telling you, if I wasn't pregnant, this is what I would be drinking by the pool this summer. And they have a blue raspberry as well. You can make it looks just like a slushy from Sonic. I mean, there's all kinds of versions. But is it healthy?
No, it's not. There is no such thing as healthy alcohol.
But we're
even
all adults.
The glass of red wine that you drink with dinner for your heart, that's also bullcrap. There is no such thing. But so I was going to say, if you're going out to celebrate and you're like, I understand the Barry said there's no healthy alcohol, but I'm about to tie one on tonight. do what Neisha said. Take your electrolyte powders, because on my lives and my YouTube video about keto-friendly alcohol, that's how Granny Berry says it. If you do get your electrolytes with the alcohol, like use the electrolyte powders, your hangover is way less bad.
Yeah, always pregame with some minerals and electrolytes.
And put them, or the daily mineral drops from Keto Chow. Put that in your mixed drink.
Seco and Dry Farm Wine are both low carb, low sugar wines. If you're a wine person,
yep.
They are subscription, but you can cancel immediately. Dry Farm, and you can skip a bunch of months, so you don't actually have to subscribe for life.
Millicent, Claudia, Beverly, Christine, Caitlin.
Wow. That's a lot of names.
Good names. Babette Berry. Hey, I like that. Babette.
So Ultima, Redmond's Relight, and LMNT. Those are the top 3 that I've tried and I like. If you're drinking electrolytes for salt content, Element and Redmond's Relight are the highest salt. That's what the ones I like. But Ultima, if you have kids and you're trying to get them off Kool-Aid, they have natural colors, meaning it comes from beets. It's truly natural, okay? And they're blue and pink and really pretty. You can make jellos with them. I mean, they have, if you're trying to get your kids to drink something that's not Kool-Aid and Cokes and sodas and stuff, y'all, add a little bit of the peach to some sparkling water. Tastes just like peach knee-high. I'm telling you, kid-friendly.
Yep, 100%.
Carney.
I'm just cracking up at all these names. I love it. Bella Rose. Bonnie Blue. I like that a lot. That's nice.
That is my name pick, okay?
Braylyn.
Any last comments that we need?
If you didn't get your question answered tonight, we're doing a live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central in our Patreon community. There's a link down in the show notes. You can sign up, and you'll have access to 3 additional live Q&As a week, just like this. Wednesday evening, I actually do a Zoom call live with our vital patrons. So if you've got questions you need answers to, become a patron. It's not forever. It doesn't have to be permanent. You can come and go. It's fine. If your finances change, that's fine. We totally get that. We are here for you, trying to help you live your best life, have your best health, take the minimum amount of prescription medications, have the fewest number of chronic progressive diseases. We just want you to be healthy and happy.
Or come join me over on my
You need some one-on-one coaching, Neisha will kick your ass.
It's not one-on-one. It's still group, but
it can be though.
It can be one-on-one.
Yeah. But if you, some people don't need a coach. They're just like, just tell me what to do and I'll do this.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like, I need a coach. And Neisha is your coach. She will coach you.
Certified.
Bella Rose Berry. Baby.
Miriam said Miriam is a very nice name.
Miriam is a nice name. I like that.
Miriam is a
Audrey.
nice person.
Hadassah.
All right, guys. We are over.
That's it. We're out.
It's been fun. It's been real. It's been
a blast.
Fun. We'll be back next week.
Be a good one. I knew it was going to be a good one. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for subscribing to this channel and both of Neisha's channels. I linked them down in the show notes. She needs subs. She's trying to get famous here. Thanks for joining us.
Listen, if I'm trying to get famous, I'm going about it the wrong way.
That is true. Yeah. Thanks for sharing this video with friends and family who need this information. Sometimes just watching a Q&A like this, that's the one thing they need. They're like, okay, damn it, I'm going to do it. Here we go. That's all it takes. So thanks very much. We'll see you next Monday night at 7 p.m. Central.
Love you, mean it.